Hello guys, welcome to another Dawn of War vanilla video. Today we are watching team games and perhaps a free-for-all as well, or maybe more free-for-alls. I should have at least one of them here. Getting into the first game on Biffy's Peril. On the left, Punisher and his mate. In the top side, Charlie. Playing against Wales and Sleign. Wales, a new player for us. We have not seen how he plays before, although he was playing quite actively at that time, just not very highly ranked. Like Punisher and Charlie, for example. Charlie starting up pretty much like in 1v1 games. Two capping squads that can later on be turned into upgraded infantry, which can fight back the enemy forces. Basically the main unit for Orks in vanilla Slugger Boys, because you could equip on them those heavy weapons like big shooters, missile launchers and flamers. Three Slugger Boy squads now from Charlie, why not? Produce them if you can, that will allow Charlie to take even the map faster and then upgrade the squads and fight with them. Punisher on the other side produced a squad of Space Marines, no force commander yet. From Chaos, Sleign, no generator opening. Afraid of enemy rushes, perhaps early aggression. Wales did a good job already, took all of his points. Loses this fight, however. Punisher not helping Charlie yet, he's being 1v2 in here. Let's reveal the Fog of War. Will be better like that. In team games, always more difficult to observe and cast these games. A lot more going on between four players. Wales massing up tons of Orks in here, and Charlie loses 2 points. Good aggression early from Team 2. Chaos and Orks. 85 to 12 economy for Punisher, and it seems this is a high income game. This is not standard resources, or maybe it's shared resources. It's either shared resources or high economy rate. From just one generator, Punisher gets plus 12, so this is how you can tell. Charlie also only has one generator and he also receives plus 12, so that means it's high economy income, high resource rate. So far the red orcs dominating in here, they completely outnumber the blue orcs. And Sleign masked up quite a few Chaos Marines as well. He started without generator, and surprise, Punisher already got the plasma weapons on his Marines. Now that will be tough for Sleign and Wales to stop this. They are raw tier 1, basically. No pilo guns yet for Wales. Armory only now has been placed for Sleign. Punisher quite low in numbers on infantry, but he's got upgraded weapons, sniper rifles and plasma guns. He can deal lots of damage in this fight, even if he's got less units. If only he will do a better job with micro dance around this LP2 perhaps. So far so good, the game has been action-packed. Action ongoing from the very beginning almost. And looks like Charlie is again in a big trouble until Punisher will get in here to aid him. 85 to 18. Now from 2 generators Punisher gets 18 power income. This is confusing. I'm not sure what is this. Maybe economy was different for team games. I've got no idea. He had plus 12 from the first generator and now plus 18 from 2. Makes no sense, but whatever. Also Charlie gets 18 with just 1 generator. What is this, a bug? Either a bug or economy worked differently in vanilla. I can't say for sure. Same here for Wales, plus 18 from 2 generators. And plus 18 for Sleign with just 1 generator. Could be a bug, by the way. But of course I'm not sure how economy works here. Looks very much like a glitch to me. Punisher manages to stun Slain's Chaos Lord. Instead of fighting the first commander, Sleign tried to escape. He couldn't, so the Chaos Lord did nothing instead of dealing some damage. Exchanging damage is always better, as I've said. Punisher almost untouched this game. He's got all the points built. Yeah, the power income still the same for all the players. Could also be a replay bug. Don't know how to explain this.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
War banner not upgraded here in the negative cover, and Wales loses it. Time for the counter attack. Charlie has to recover. He was delayed with his tech. Only played on 2 strategic points for some time. Thankfully they are upgraded to LP2s. His economy wasn't too bad. Even now it's good. 99 to 24. 24 power income from just 1 generator. How is that even possible? Wales floating a bit. Still plus 18 for these guys. It could well be that in team games economy here worked differently, at least on the power side. Looks really weird.
Sod off.
Sacred artifact placed for Punisher. He's got enough resources to produce more infantry. They won't attack right away, although they will probably easily win the next fight if they decide to counterattack. If they have done that earlier, they'd probably win by now. Both Work and Chaos were still tier 1. Now it will get a bit more difficult. Sleign hits tier 2 and builds the machine pit. Assigned plasma guns to his Chaos Marines.
At your command.
No mech shop yet for the Orks. He's got the pilo guns. Wales can afford the mech shop, doesn't build it yet. He lost a banner also, cannot reinforce more squads for now. And now Wales with Sleign have to defend after their early game aggression. Now they will suffer. Of course they delayed Charlie's economy, but that did not stop him from taking up even faster than Wales. The war tracks are here already. One of them upgraded to anti-vehicle, anti-building. Another one equipped with a default weapon, the big shooter, to deal damage to infantry. Slaughter going on here, of course. Punisher and Charlie with superior army in here. The apothecaries are here. Marines are very resilient in this fight, and so they easily win the fight. Mostly Slugger Boys and Chaos Marines. And now gonna be a kinda one-sided towards the end. Well, this is a common thing. If your initial rush does not succeed, I mean, it did not completely fail for Wales and Sleign, but they invested way too much and didn't deal enough damage. As a result, they end up behind in tech because of tier 1 infantry investment, a lot of overwatch on those squads. Most resources were going into that initial attack. Punisher patiently went tier 2, equipped heavy weapons to those tacticals, and then helped Charlie fight back the opponents. Worked well for them this time. $78 to 42 now in here. How does he get plus 42 power income from 2 generators? Can someone explain that to me? From Sleign it's 36 from 5 generators. I cannot explain this. A Chaos Predator gets out for Sleign. Can it change the day here? Can they make a comeback? I highly doubt it. There are enough Marines in here equipped with missile launchers. There are war tracks which can get their weapon upgraded to anti-vehicle and deal with that Predator. Very resilient to damage though, almost 5000 HP. Predator goes down. There's simply no stopping this marine mass here. They won't die. And from what I've noticed, it seems the Space Marines, at least in this patch, is the strongest faction. When you have a bunch of Marines with apothecaries, equipped with missile launchers and plasma, when you add those Predators or Dreadnoughts or Whirlwind also as support, even land speeders, they become pretty much unkillable. Even the Eldar can't kill them because the warp spiders are much weaker here. They're a tier 1 light infantry, if I'm not mistaken. So you can't really rely on warp spiders as Eldar to kill a Space Marine mass in this patch at least. So Charlie and Punisher win this game. Kinda one-sided after mid-game once they fought back that rush. Could also say it failed. Wales killed a lot of Orks early. A lot of Slugger boys from Charlie died. And Punisher with his upgraded Marines killed the most units, both Heretics and Greenskins. On requisition, it looks for Team 1 they got the same amount of requisition gathered, although Charlie was supposed to be behind. Definitely shared resources. Still confused on how that worked. They get the same numbers on both power and requisition. And it's the same for the other team. It shows a Wales slightly with lower resources because he left a bit earlier. So yeah, it's shared resources. And maybe it was high resource rate. Well, the players definitely had some fun in this game. The meta was still in development in those early days, especially team games. The next game is a free-for-all on Mortalis. This might be a long one. Benji, Red Eldar in here. OjKa, Uncle, we also know this guy. Epoxy with Orks, Lord Marine, or just Lordy. And Punisher. As well as abadoss. Now this looks like a new player to me, doesn't even use the scouts quick enough. I will not follow the chat, I'll just ignore it. If anyone's interested in reading the chat, you can pause the video or just read it during the video while it plays, if you're fast enough. Yeah, abadoss definitely not a suitable player for this game. The other 5, however, are quite good. And we know most of them, except Lordy. He was a pretty good marine player back then. And he's also the team leader of, the clan leader of this team, TE. Team Extreme.
Scouts here.
Yeah, all these guys in the same team in here on free for all, except the marine guy, this one. I guess we'll have to ignore looking into his base and follow the action on the other sides. He might be eliminated quick. If someone checks in here, we'll realize quickly that he's new, and we'll obliterate him out, take his points. Eldar here took all of his points, relic left, builds the soul shrine. A warp spider squad and Farsi are ready to fight.
We soar on wings of fire.
From chaos here, raptors, 2 squads. Perhaps wants to jump over the wall and check the opponent. Jump in and back. Just for scouting. Looks like Chaos is already tier 2. I might be wrong, but it looks like the HQ is tier 2 shape. Or maybe not yet. Epoxy with Orks in here gets attacked by Benji, the red Eldar. Not a good placement again on these banners. 2 banners very vulnerable in this position. Has to upgrade them ASAP or will be at risk of losing them. Lordy also tried some aggression here towards Lordy's base, towards Punisher's base.
Victory countdown has begun.
Epoxy wasn't happy with that Eldar attack. He wants to go on counter attack and punish the Eldar for that. Punisher joins the party here in the middle. Benji controls the critical location. He's got the map vision. He will see whenever someone decides to attack. He will see who attacks who, as long as he controls this critical location. No upgrades on LP2s for Epoxy. That's a mistake here from work. In free-for-all usually you have to upgrade your LP2s ASAP. Of course make also some decent army in case you get attacked early. Lordy upgraded the LP2s very quickly. Did a great job economy-wise, built the 6th generator, and he is tier 2 now. Adds the machine cult. Tier 2 also for Punisher, no force commander here. Punisher also did a good job with economy, only 1 LP1 left. Should upgrade that as well.
At your command.
Abadoss built his listening posts. He refuses to capture the relic, probably scared to get in there. Now Benji might spot that the relic is not captured and maybe will check his base. Although Abadoss is not a threat at all now. Another fight between Epoxy and Benji. Slugger boys and Storm boys trying to fight two squads of warp spiders around this LP2. Won't be easy for the Orks. Punisher also shoots into both the Ork and Eldar from behind. Chaos now is definitely tier 2. Will not get involved in this fight. No need. If you feel safe, stay home and tech up. Mass army slowly. I mean, train your army, produce more units, and upgrade them. Not necessary to be aggressive, unless you are scared of someone specifically and you want to attack. Epoxy in here about to lose his big mech. He gets hit from behind by the Farsia. Punisher doing good as well as Lordy. They are not very aggressive, just playing free for all the way it should be played. Definitely boring maybe for them, but that's how you gain the advantage. Epoxy with his aggression will not last for too long. This is my prediction. If Lordy will decide to get in here, Epoxy will lose easily. He won't even be able to stop that dreadnought. No anti-vehicle yet. And so Lordy slowly gets closer to his base. This banner already was destroyed. If I will switch to the work, you can see that it's down, and now the second banner got destroyed. That's why I do not like to really watch games with a disabled fog of war, because it's not always updates. How the action developed around the map. Some structures that were destroyed might still show up as if they are there when in fact they are not.
Victory countdown has begun.
Only 80 to 10 economy for Orks, much better for the Marine players. Best economy on Punisher. Decides to attack Benji, the Eldar player. Force commander and librarian here. Killing the Farsia easily. Time to decap that middle critical location. Now even the blue marine, he is still tier 1. Added heavy bolters and sniper rifles. And will join the fight now. Almost everyone out of his base except for Epoxy. He's been fighting earlier though. Time for him to have a rest. Four players involved in this fight. Chaos, Eldar, Space Marines. Only the Orks are missing. Oh boy, the dreadnought damage to vehicles is so low. Maybe because of those equipped weapons. I assume it got decreased. Yeah, the dreadnought fights much worse in close combat if you equip these weapons.
5 minutes until take and hold victory.
It seems Benji is bored to death here. He's always attacking someone. And there we go with the orbital bombardment from Lordy cast at the Eldar's base entry. It deals 16,000 damage, and the animation is even much more pleasing compared to Dark Crusade and Soulstorm. It's definitely better looking in here, but it also deals more damage. Two dreadnoughts here, barely managing to kill a force commander. I mean, it took a while for them to kill that commander. And abadoss is in a trouble. He is still tier 1, no anti-vehicle stuff, he won't be able to hold. Action everywhere. Lordy will take down abadoss by the look of it. However, the way from his base to the enemy base in here is blocked by Orks now. It seems Epoxy might attack Lordy. Yeah, lack of anti-vehicle here for abadoss. Will lose him the game. A 112 to 60 income for Benji. Not all the points were upgraded, sadly.
3 minutes.
This one was upgraded but got destroyed by the orbital. Now it's back to LP1. Chaos is tier 3, odds the possessed squad. Add the Defiler also, and Chaos Predator. I want to see upgraded possessed marines in action. Still very low income for Epoxy. Definitely a less experienced player here. At least in free-for-all, he does not understand the importance of having a higher economy here. He has a lot to learn from Lordy and Punisher. Punisher now even upgrading the LP3s. Very well done. Well, he's got the highest economy, 133 to 79. Eldar's economy is also quite good, and Lordy's economy is fine. Could be much higher though. This is the view, the vision from Punisher. Maybe we'll see those tier 4 units. That's one of the reasons why I decided to take a look at team games and free-for-all in vanilla. See how those late game units play out in action. They are much more expensive here. We saw the Squigath in the previous videos. I guess it's worth the cost. It's much more powerful compared to Soulstorm, for example. Deals a lot more damage. 3 defilers from Chaos. Terminator is added by Lordy.
How can I serve? This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. The Emperor's finest
Nice question in here from Punisher. He asked if more HQs, more strongholds will give him higher income. That's right. You get plus 20 from each. So when you float, if you have enough for HQ, just place it and it will pay off in about 5 minutes. The second one, the third one will take longer, of course, but you can also build extra generators. 6 more generators per HQ. So if you lack power, if you want a higher income on power, you can build more HQs, then you can build more generators. You can also build more turrets in case you have a limit. Usually the races have a limit of 4 to 6 turrets per HQ. Lordy tried to attack Punisher, he was pushed back, stopped by the orbital, had to retreat. LP3 here in front got destroyed, Punisher's economy a bit decreased. I'm surprised abadoss is still alive in this game. Lordy's attack on him was stopped. Benji is tier 4, the avatar is out. Well done. For the first time we will see the avatar here in vanilla. Abadoss with 5 turrets upgraded has enough anti-vehicle now. Punisher decides to go towards Lordy. He probably realizes it's one of the biggest threats in the game, Lordy. Plus its mirror. If you do not like mirror, try to destroy that player who plays your race. Try and get rid of him. I think it's a good decision by Punisher to destroy Lordy here. His closest opponent. This guy is not really a threat, no need to attack him. Yeah, Lordy looks like he's losing this fight. He casts orbital into Punisher's base, took down a generator, I believe, maybe 2. A very active chat all game long. Well, back then in 2004, almost 2005, with low speed connections, you couldn't really chat in voice. So teammates had a lot to talk. They used chat for that. Text chat. For Predators, no limit, as many of you told me. There's no limit on these vehicles. No limit on fire prisms, no limit on Predators. No limit for defilers, dreadnoughts. Could produce as much as the vehicle cap allowed you. And no limit for Terminators also. Lordy is still alive. Seems Chaos wants to stop the fight between them and he interferes in here. Chaos Lord attached to the possessed Marine squad. Very resilient to damage by the look of it. Yeah, they get focused by a lot of predators in LP2 and they don't really die. Seems they have been fully upgraded. Yeah, this one runs much faster. They have that speed boost I was expecting. There is a speed boost for them that you have to research, I believe. By default they would move very slowly. Avatar 7500 HP. Quite low on HP for a late game unit. In Soulstorm it's 10k or 11,000 HP. Or maybe even more, 15 could also be, I don't remember. Benji might be able to take down the Chaos player here. No vehicles and no infantry left at all for Chaos. And Epoxy is struggling with Lordy. Man, Lordy has been abused this game by both Epoxy and Punisher. $69 in common requisition, too low for Orks to be able to put up a good fight. I don't expect them to survive for much longer, unless Epoxy will heavily focus on upgrading his economy. If he loses his infantry here, he wouldn't be able to remake it quickly. He will have to wait for the resources to gather up. Yeah, no resources here for Orc to recover. Punisher kills the Orc from behind and then can deal with Lordy after that. Lordy asking the other guys to go and attack Punisher because he is in trouble. That's what you do in free-for-all. That's how you ask for help, even if it's a free-for-all. Not necessarily ask for help, but help those other guys, tell them information which might be helpful to them also. The Force Commander is alive. I believe Punisher's orbital bombardment ability is on cooldown. His economy decreased 112 to 66. It was much higher before. Also the points start to turn yellow. That might be the reason. When the points turn yellow and red, the income starts to decrease. It gets lower and lower. And you can get prepared for this situation late game by building more HQs. Oh boy, what is this Eldar doing here? He took control of the middle completely, should only capture the critical location. Loads of platforms around. Anyways, a well cast orbital in here, and all that goes down. Well done with that. I believe the main slaughter will be between Benji and Punisher. They look like the strongest players right now that Lordy is out. Punisher left him alive. He's got no servitors though to rebuild, only the librarian left for Lordy. You cannot win a game with librarian. 4 fire prisons in here. Punisher is suffering, has to go back into his base. Definitely not enough anti-vehicle here. What Punisher needs is a lot of tactical marines equipped with missile launchers, and from huge range try to take them down. Eldar's points now also turning red. Income on requisition a lot lower now, 96 to 95. Instead of floating so much requisition, Benji had to build another webway assembly. Chaos is still alive. He almost got killed by the Eldar at some point. I guess Benji decided to give him another chance. Well, sometimes it's better to just damage a player and let him live. You just make sure he is no threat to you, but no need to finish him off. Because later on he might play even to your advantage by attacking an opponent which could be a threat to you. So smart play by Eldar. Yeah, look at Chaos, sends rhinos into Punisher's base. The blue marine player decides to get out of here. Well, it's about time. He would have been slaughtered anyway. For Epoxy, 75 to 40 economy, way too low. He's even trying to take down the Eldar. Poor Lordy. No servitors, he cannot recover, although he's got some resources left. 89 to 79 for Punisher. All points red.
Awaiting orders.
Fire prism at the ready. Fire prism at the ready. Fire prism at the ready.
Not sure about the cost of the second HQ here in vanilla. It could be more expensive, by the way, compared to Dark Crusade and Soulstorm. And if it's a lot more expensive, it might not be worth it to build it. Maybe that's the reason nobody built it. Could well be. Oh whoa, what's that? Chaos deployed his obliterators into the Orc base. And how many squads he's got in here? He had 5 squads, one died now. And he could even attach commanders to obliterators and maybe jump along with them. Orc's base is down. Another orbital here cast by Punisher into the Eldar. The fire prisms are burning, the avatar is burning. Set on fire by that orbital. Well done once again by Punisher. He's also received the Eldritch Storm into his infantry. Even the Bloodthirster is here. So I've underestimated the Chaos forces. He's snowballing that Orc base, and Epoxy basically is out of this game. Well done, Chaos. Only the Avatar here left by for Benji to fight. Not much else at home. He's got the Seer Council, the Farseer low HP, and the Avatar is dying. Nice fatalities, by the way. Huge bank here for Uncle on power, 3400 and 1100 requisition bank. He decided to also keep the work alive. Yeah, why kill them? Smart moves by the players. Instead of finishing off the work, let him live on his 2 buildings. Don't kick him yet, he's no longer a threat to you, so don't destroy him. Just make sure you weaken your opponents in free-for-all. Make sure they cannot annihilate you. Now Punisher has to deal with 2 tier 4 units. Avatar in here as well as the Bloodthirster. Looks like the Bloodthirster, yeah, just obliterated the Avatar in about 1 or 2 hits. 7500 HP for the Bloodthirster. I wonder where are the Land Readers. Good one by the Force Commander, he stunned the Bloodthirster here. So sad for the flying bull here. Flying bull with horns gets killed when he attempts to escape. Heavy focus fire on it as well as the Force Commander stun obliterated him. Three obliterator squads left here in Lordy's base, only the armory up for Lordy. This is his last building that keeps him in the game. The annihilation rule changed later on. So if you would destroy the production buildings, your opponent would be out of the game. No need to destroy all the buildings. You cannot produce anything in the armory, so there's no point that you will still stay in the game. 4 predators here from Punisher. 83 to 79, economy going lower and lower for all the players, 90 to 95 for Eldar. I guess Eldar's economy is the highest still. But he's got basically no units. Punisher left as the strongest among all of them here. If he manages to keep the Terminators and Predators alive, he will be fine. Someone left. Epoxy rebuilding his settlement. Lordy quitted, by the way. Finally out of here. Benji's Farseer left and not much else at home. Oh, a Wraith Lord. For the first time in Vanilla we see a Wraith Lord. Not popular at all here. 2 Wraith Lords. Chaos having no vision at all. His Demon Pit getting focused by the Orks War Truck. Oblit will not allow. Chaos Lord back to life. Bad economy management also by Chaos. Well, at least we saw that Bloodthirster. No LP2s upgraded at all. And no LP on the relic. War track going down, cannot deal with obliterators even under the repair. It will go down. Or maybe it won't. Only 2 oblits left in the squad and it's getting now repaired faster, yeah. Punisher still the biggest threat in this game. He's taking now Lordy's positions. Could even take this one, controlled by the Eldar now. Well done, Benji took abadoss strategic points, produced 4 Wraith Lords,
6 minutes until taken hold victory.
And equipped them with bright lances, the anti-vehicle thing.
Naturally.
Farseer and the squad of Seer Council fully reinforced. 15 members in the Seer Council squad. And the Avatar now back to life. Benji getting stronger slowly again. Can he fight the Marine? With this amount of Wraith Lords, it might be possible to take down the Predators.
5 minutes until taken hold.
Still, the Seer Council not even close to being as resilient as it is now in Soulstorm. It dies much faster. Another attempt from Benji to go in and kill the Punisher. His infantry loses morale, the Avatar is here. Wraith Lords, however, not a threat for the Predators with less cannons. And the Orbital is cast once again into the Eldar. Eldar absorbed so many orbitals this game. Punisher will end up winning this fight once again.
4 minutes until
Full HP for the Force Commander, should fight the Avatar like that. So Benji loses the fight, no chances. Yeah, the Marines in late seem to be the strongest faction. We saw how easily Orks are dominated against Wind Waker on Meeting of Minds in the previous video. OjKa decides to join the party in here and deploys his Obliterators. Punisher asked for it. He wants to hold the middle and win by taking hold. No such thing for you, and now even Epoxy goes into the fight. Could well be the final fight, and it's a very good one. Started as a Space Marine Eldar encounter and will end up into a Space Marine Chaos and Orks slaughter. 4 defilers getting here in the end to the battlefield along with the Bloodthirster. Epoxy lost his infantry once again and now he decided to leave. Yeah, he was a dead man anyway. He had very bad macro management in this game. Didn't upgrade economy at all. Bloodthirster still a threat in here. Punisher is losing his Predator slowly. One Predator got destroyed, another one goes down now, and even a third one could get killed. No Force Commander visible in here for Punisher. That means the Bloodthirster is safe. Only Predators in production for Punisher. Yeah, it seems OjKa has more chances in this fight than anyone because of the Bloodthirster. Unless you kill this beast, there's no stopping the Chaos Marines. Obliterator Mass seems also very powerful. A very universal unit. Once again, it can... you don't even have to equip it with weapons. They can get deployed to the battlefield. I believe they can also jump. Not sure if it's possible in vanilla. It was possible in Dark Crusade and Soulstorm, however. But you have to research the teleporters. And the Bloodthirster still alive. Nothing to stop him now. Librarian cannot stop demons. Only Force Commander can. And Terminators, those which fight in close combat. Assault Terminators, if I'm not mistaken. Only 30 seconds until taking hold. Chaos has to decap here. Yeah, like that. Decap or lose. I believe he has enough time to decap this one. Yeah, he will. What an ending to this game. Very, very intense and unexpected. Right now, Chaos is on the edge. He is not allowed to lose anything. Once again, Benji recovered his infantry and goes to fight here in the middle. added a lot of guardians. I guess that's what he can afford, not much else. And Benji's economy is now the highest by the look of it. That's right. 109 to 95. Bloodthirster wants to take his chances and fight the avatar here. Is it right? I'd like to watch these two fight in close combat. Always great to see them fight each other. The avatar will obviously win this fight. The Bloodthirster had lower HP. But even if he would have been... man, what a fatality, but it's also a visual glitch. We had fatality from both the Bloodthirster and Avatar by the look of it. So funny. The war still rages on here in the middle. It hadn't stopped for a long time now. And the Eldar for some reason decided to quit. Maybe he got dropped, I don't know. He was about to go into the Space Marine base. There was not much left of Punisher. Well, I think Benji would have won, because he also had the highest economy. If he wouldn't drop, I assume he dropped. The last word he said was LOL. He was laughing and then suddenly dropped out of here. Sad story. Chaos left with a low economy now. Versus Punisher. Punisher's economy is not much higher, so maybe Chaos can even win. Heretics against the Emperor's finest. Fight them back hard. Don't let them close. Yeah, the obliterators can jump, as I've said. They have teleportation. And they are good against anything, any type of unit. They deal damage to infantry, to commanders, to vehicles, to buildings. And their weapon change according to the unit type they have to hit. It changes from heavy bolter, which has the longest range, the anti-vehicle las cannon, or whatever it is, looks like a las cannon. And so OjKa manages to obliterate the Marines in here. Not much left for Punisher. The Heretics are much stronger in this fight. What an unexpected outcome here in the end. I was expecting Punisher or Benji to win the game. No way. Chaos late game is also super strong. Obliterator Mass is a serious force. Can stop it easily. Combine it with Defiler support, Predators, Bloodthirster, and you've got a unstoppable force. Yeah, Punisher gets taken down here. Can't stop these Heretics now. Surprising how OjKa managed to win this by playing low economy the whole game. Indeed, an entertaining free-for-all game. The start was a bit slow, however towards the end it was really hot. "52 minutes. Yeah, usually I guess the free-for-alls will be around 1 hour long. Depends on the map, of course. Well, 2v2s and 3v3s are usually around 1 hour. I mean 2v2 maps and 3v3 maps. Or 4-player maps and 6-player maps. 8-player maps could get a bit longer. 1 hour and longer. Well done, Chaos. Finally we see Chaos winning. In 1v1s they struggle a lot. In vanilla, this patch at least, 1.1, Chaos is quite weak early to mid-game. In late, however, they are very strong. Punisher wasn't prepared also. He had no orbital ready to cast, he had almost no anti-infantry. But he was fighting most actively. Punisher, he killed most enemies. OjKa, however, played in a true Chaos fashion, being sneaky, suddenly attacking his opponents, suddenly destroying work base with jumps, very unexpected moves, lore friendly stuff. Punisher with the best economy here. Best economy doesn't mean you will win the game, however. He was fighting all game long almost. Yeah, the players here are sorted by the total score, not by the winner. OjKa, the third one, ends up winning the game. Well done. Nice slaughter. I believe the remaining games will be 2v2s and 3v3s, no more free-for-alls, from what I remember. This is a 3v3 on Mortalis. We've got Punisher, Wales, and Benji. In the enemy team, XT, Clan, Superman, angkorwat, and Ninja. Well, we know two of these players. We saw Superman and we saw angkorwat, I believe. Not sure about Ninja. He's got this US flag on his banner. Space Marines, Eldar and Chaos versus Eldar and Double Marine. A misclick in here when the plasma generator wasn't finished. Or maybe Benji wanted to build the listening shrines faster. Could also be the case.
The Emperor protects.
At your command. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Punisher again ends up in the same position as in the free-for-all.
Yes, my lord. Praise the Emperor.
Scouts awaiting orders.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Ninja's Force Commander here fighting whales. There's more assistance for Ninja's Commander. He might be able to win eventually. Yeah, looks like he's winning, although it's very close. Even the Superman's Farseer got in here, and Ninja manages to kill whales. Force Commander, not sure why whales attacked. Bunches were produced by Superman. In Punisher's base also he gets attacked by angkorwat, the Chaos player. Well, should be able to hold under 2 LP2s, no threat from the heretics. Even if he loses the generator, he'd be able to deal a lot of damage to heretics. A squad of cultists already got killed. And whales here should be able to hold as well. Punisher is asking for help. Yeah, he's getting attacked now by 2. He desperately needs help. All 3 of them go into the Punisher's base, and it's not a good move. They get surrounded from back. Get hit in the back here by whales, marine mass. Not enough units for Benji. He went for a quick soul shrine. Maybe we'll bring some more powerful units in here soon. Force Commander are not, Farseer are not lucky. She did not focus the low HP Force Commander, and so Benji loses the Farseer without killing anything. Punisher lost most of his units here. Yeah, he lost everything, even the generator. He is not out yet. Can recover slowly. The economy allows. The XT team is playing very aggressive tier 1. It might end up as in the game on first game on Biffy's Peril. Tier 1 aggression is not always good. Punisher's Force Commander back to life here, will easily fight the Chaos Lord. Chaos has to retreat.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath.
Team XT currently outnumbering their opponents. Nice Eldritch Storm here cast by Benji. Shuriken cannon platforms were produced. They are good against infantry. And these are tier 1.5 basically. Because Soul Shrine is not considered tier 2. In vanilla, or maybe it was, I can't tell for sure. Well, it was almost tier 2, but still you could not produce vehicles with the Soul Shrine alone. You had to upgrade the HQ, and then you would be able to build the support portal. At least that's how I understand it. I might be wrong. Haven't played Eldar in vanilla. Team Extreme manages to push back and hold the rush without too much loss. Punisher lost his infantry, of course, but he managed to bring it back to life. He is still tier 1. Benji floating a lot. 108 to 28 income, 1000 float now on requisition. Team XT manages to hit tier 2 both the Marine player and the Chaos player. They've got Plasma added to their squads, and it might just be enough to hold and fight back Team Extreme from here. Yeah, they've got those tier 2 weapons equipped, they deal a lot more damage. And they also sit in the better position in the heavy cover. Wales goes closer, wants to fight them in close combat. Good decision, but also risky. If you go in like that, there's a risk you won't escape alive. Wales wants to retreat. Very good aggression so far by Team XT. They managed to hold the counter-attack and are even ahead in tech after that heavy rush. I'm surprised. Only Benji looks like he's in a great spot, probably has the best tech in here. Best economy. He has to mass more infantry, not just bright lances and shurikens. Maybe more dark reapers and warp spiders. Whales and Punisher still tier 1, believe it or not. Angkorwat tier 2. Eldar tier 2 produces vehicles now, has the support portal. And Ninja tier 2 as well. All the members of team 2 are ahead in tech, all of them with 2 of them with vehicle production ongoing. Only Chaos slightly behind, but he's got a huge infantry force equipped with heavy weapons. Fire Prism is here. Good luck dealing with that. Benji casting the Eldritch Storm will nicely disrupt all of this infantry. Well, there's plenty of bright lenses in here. They should be focusing the Fire Prism and destroy it. What a pain the bright lenses are. Punisher tier 2 now, equipped plasma and missile launchers to Marines. Adds the sacred artifact. Fire Prism goes down, and so did the Dreadnought. Apparently platforms were enough. They contributed a lot to this fight success. Team Extreme manages to easily win this fight. Now if they counter-attack, they probably win. Whale still behind, only now he hit tier 2. No weapons yet for the tactical marines. Platforms are a problem. Good usage of apothecaries by Punisher. He's basically making them in every single game. once he hits tier 2. He's adding apothecaries. Good job. If you must tactical marines, that's what you need. There was no chaplain in vanilla. Someone said it will appear in Winter Assault. That might be the case.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
And yeah, all that Eldar did is I mean Benji Eldar is platforms. He doesn't really need anything else. I thought platforms won't be enough, but they are both anti-infantry and anti-vehicle. If you mix them well, it's a very powerful force. Floating a lot, he can afford a lot more, doesn't even build the support portal, don't know why. What is he waiting for? Yeah, Bright Lens is destroy Fire Prism really quick. Five Bright Lens platforms and 7 shuriken cannons. Well combined. Chaos Marines with plasma. Seems like they received a grenade here. They got disrupted. Might have been the grenade. A frag grenade from the Marines, perhaps. Or no, they got smited by the Librarian. No grenade was used. Ninja's base going down slowly. He cannot stop this incoming attack from Benji and Wales. And slowly Team Extreme pushing in. XT can't stop them. Machine Cult on the way for Wales. Not placed yet for Punisher, although he can afford it. Most of the players are floating a bit. Benji has been floating 1k for about 10 minutes, I guess. And it's getting obvious now who is gonna win this. XT can't really hold, all of them in danger. Getting pushed deeply into their bases, and the Bright Lens is taking down the stronghold even in a matter of seconds. With the help of missile launchers, goes down. Fire Prism killed while trying to jump. Missile launchers in vanilla were better than Dark Crusade and Soulstorm. A noticeable difference. The accuracy was better, the damage was higher apparently, and missile launchers even disrupted both infantry and commanders. No such thing in Dark Crusade and Soulstorm. So massing tactical marines with missile launchers was a good idea back then. Ninja is out. Machine Cult up for Punisher, as well as for Wales and Benji. GG gets called by Superman, it's over, he realizes. Yeah, a bit of back and forth, not very one-sided. Nice game. Not your typical tech camp team game on Mortalis. Non-stop action by the players, respect for that. Make it fun. Oh boy, so many platforms. I guess the limit is 20. It only takes one limit, by the look of it, to make a platform. What a pain. Well, bad news for Eldar players back then. The platforms were about to get a limit. I think you have a limit of 3. 3 bright lenses and 3 shuriken cannons in Soulstorm and Dark Crusade. Not sure about Winter Assault. But I think that they will get a limit even in Winter Assault. I don't remember being able to play Eldar with so many platforms. Wales targeting his allies' webway gates, having some fun. You can do that if you attack ground. You can even use Basilisk's Earthshakes on your allies' buildings. That's if you want to troll your team. Yeah, GG here. Nothing left to see. XT got defeated. Well played, Team Extreme. One of the strongest early days teams. More and more teams about to pop up, so we'll see a lot of that, or a lot of those sweet tags in the players' nicknames. Decisive victory for Team Extreme. Overall a more solid game. Benji with his platform abuse probably won this. Cheap, effective and very fast production on those gravitational platforms. If you have a lot of webway gates, you can produce them from each webway gate. So you get them out non-stop. If you have enough economy, you can mass them endlessly. Yeah, he's got the best score on military. He killed most enemy forces with just shuriken cannons and bright lenses. Well done. Wales with the best economy. On power it's equal. Three more games. another 3v3 game played on... I don't remember how this map is called. Sorry. A huge 3v3 map. That's all I can say. One of the biggest maps out there. Not a popular map at all. People don't really like it because of this red color. It's way too red in here. Bloody hell. Almost. So, who are the players now? Again, Team Extreme, Epoxy, Lich, and Punisher versus XT. Again, XT one guy, XT angkorwat, and XT Superman. This player, XT one guy, by the way, was probably, well, if not the best, among the best Chaos players in Vanilla, and we're about to see a lot of 1v1 games from him in version 1.2.
Anything for the great powers. We will serve you, and in return, grant us the power of the dark gods.
Even on this huge map, the action starts very early on. All of these players were playing 1v1s as well, so they are experienced. So I was thinking that Chaos Lord's power scythe is glowing like that when it's upgraded. Apparently, it's only glowing like that when he stays in the same position for some time. It starts to glow. The armory wasn't even finished when it was glowing, so no upgrade for that. Not sure how it looks then when it's upgraded. Or maybe it does not change.
Yes, Lord.
Grenade launchers added to the cultists. Only 2 squads here and a squad of Chaos Marines. For 1 guy. Angkorwat taking the middle critical location and the one from the left, as well as the relic.
Grant us the gifts of the Chaos Gods, Great One.
From Superman, the Eldar player, he was fighting Punisher on the right, now gets also attacked by Lich. Not sure why Superman decided to build a big generator. And he only gets plus 20 from this big generator. Is this a joke? Probably his allies get some of the power income, it's shared resources. Angkorwat comes to aid Superman in here. And Lich is forced to retreat. Team XT holding well. Good job here from 1 guy, 3 LP2s upgraded. takes the relic.
Enemies of the dark gods, beware!
Sweet dead ending here. Yeah, it's a dead end on each relic. Nice positions, in fact. We could try and build turrets here around the entry and war mines and defend the relics well. Looks like Superman's Farseer got smashed in here by two Force Commanders. Poor Farseer. Brutally smashed in a 1v2.
The Emperor protects.
So it's triple Space Marines from Team Extreme. Only now realized. All of them playing Marines. Pink Space Marines, blue Space Marines and black Space Marines. Against blue Chaos, black Chaos and green Eldar. Yeah, again the Emperor's finest against the filth of the galaxy. At least in their own in their vision, I mean. These are all heretics, scum which must be cleansed and wiped out the face of the universe. Non-stop slaughter around the map. I can hardly keep track of all that. Lich hits tier 2 in here, goes for the machine cult.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath.
Team Extreme gathered in one place in here, trying to push into the Eldar base. One guy with upgraded possessed marines in here already. They move quickly. Yeah, as I was expecting, they would try and go into the Eldar's base. Superman by himself can't hold, obviously. He will need help. His allies are not prepared yet to face this mass of plasma marines. A lot of plasma marines as well as scouts with snipers. Even the possessed Chaos Marines would easily get killed around here. Heretics badly outnumbered now. Superman's base goes down. Assault Marines were added. Well, why not? On this huge map, having jumping units like Assault Marines, only better. Faster harassing economy and some support for map control. Huge slaughter in here for about 2 minutes now, ongoing. Space Marines winning for now. They are not very well grouped, starting to split now. It will. I can only expect that it will get worse for Team Extreme. They will allow the heretics to kill their squads one by one or what? A badly split uncoordinated attack from Team Extreme. They will have to get out now. Well, they did some damage here in the Eldar's base, however the aspect portal is still up. Destroyed 2 listening shrines and the big generator from Eldar. Not bad, but it stopped here. 122-16 economy for one guy. Trained again the possessed Chaos Marines. Not enough power income for Chaos players. Since this big generator went down, no more power share. They have to build their own big generators. They can do that. Looks like one guy will go for it. Okay, more fun about to begin in here. Lich massing up land speeders. Chaos infantry will melt down from this firepower. And it will be easy to follow. Good decision going for land speeders on this map. Will allow for a much better mobility compared to the opponents. Now, if only the land speeders would get in here and attack, ambush these heretics from all the sides, should be possible. However, they want to finish off the Eldar by the look of it, going again into the Eldar's base. Epoxy left here, and who else? Epoxy alone fighting angkorwat, Superman, and even one guy's possessed squad. 1v3 definitely can't hold it.
We stand ready.
And Epoxy says he's dead. Yeah, this attack in here from Lich and Punisher probably not a good idea. They go for the Eldar's base. Now Chaos are prepared with a Predator, which can take down the land speeders. Going in there now with the land speeders is too late. They wouldn't even get here in time. Seems like this will end up in a long base trade game. This will be a very long game. We're not even halfway through. Sorry for the spoiler.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Chaos forces here pushing into Lich's base. The blue marines will get slaughtered here. They will lose the base. Nothing around to save it. Possessed Chaos Marines have a very high damage to buildings, as you can see. So the base trade for the heretics might be much faster compared to Space Marines. Although they also have missile launchers. Good anti-building. However, the land speeders are mostly anti-infantry. They are not specialized in destroying buildings. So that's why I mentioned it would have been better at the beginning to just get close to the heretics and try to kill all their infantry. Well, it was possible.
An open mind is like a fortress with its
Librarian here gets chased, slaughtered, can't escape. And so Lich is losing his base. The stronghold is down, chapel barracks left and the sacred artifact. Can't win the game with those. Does he have a servitor left alive? I suppose not. Well, without servitors, he's definitely a dead man. Some float here for angkorwat. One guy now building the second big generator in his allies base. Well done. 123 to 32 economy for Punisher. Now heretics here are trapped. Marines got close. They can't really escape unless they decide to go through this base or through Epoxy's base. And they would get chased by land speeders anyway. There's some anti-vehicle equipped on the Chaos Marines also. A few land speeders will go down. Predator got destroyed and most of the heretics infantry here got slaughtered. Yeah, that's definitely another nice team game here. So chaotic. Epoxy is still safe, alive and well. He thought he's a dead man when Punisher and Lich decided to attack Superman's base. Again, Epoxy alone trying to attack. He should try and group with his mates, with his team. He's attacking by himself alone. Only now he goes back to group. Lost most of his army while retreating. 2 squads left, and more coming from behind. Not so bad then. Superman managed to rebuild here. Next to angkorwat's base. Won't be easy to defend in here though. Some light covers around. If the opponents get in these covers, it won't be easy to get them out. Even worse here, a heavy cover next to the entry. Well, that's heavy covers on all the sides, yeah. On each base entry you have heavy covers, 2 of them here, surprisingly. A more wide path here. And 2 on this side. Yeah, it's quite balanced in terms of terrain then and covers. Team Extreme going for one guy's base in here. Much better group this time, Punisher and Epoxy. No Lich. He's lost the base and he lost most of his land speeders, so no Lich this time. He has only a few Marines. Mostly Epoxy left and Punisher. Punisher should be in the best position. He has been untouched, at least in this team, in the Space Marines team. Fights on more fronts. They lose this one in here. Dreadnought goes down. Librarian looks like it will get killed. Well, they tried to distract Epoxy's Dreadnought, and Lich's Marines tried to distract these heretics, hold them back a bit, while Punisher and Epoxy take down one guy's base. Well, it's not even close to be taken down yet. Stronghold full HP. The Demon Pit got destroyed, and an LP2, as well as the barracks. Not a big loss for one guy, it's and this fight right here reminds me of something. When heretics got trapped in a Lich's base. Looks like Punisher and Epoxy are trapped now here. However, in a much better spot. And the heretics about to get surrounded. Very close fight right here. Not clear who wins. I expect Team XT to win the fight, since they have their production buildings right here. They can keep it up with the fight. Superman started producing bright lenses. It seems he's learned something from Benji. And as expected, XT manages to hold and fight back those Marines. A lot of back and forth again in this game. Map control mostly for Team Extreme now. They control 3 critical locations, very good map vision. And they control the middle, most of the points.
4 minutes until take and hold victory.
Well done with the map control. One guy here hits tier 3. Time for Chaos to counterattack again. 2 squads of possessed Chaos Marines. A big threat for Epoxy's base. Not enough units in here for Epoxy to defend. I'm expecting he would lose a big portion of his base. Angkorwat with even bigger forces going towards Lich's base, I believe. Punisher has some units,
3 minutes.
the only one with some infantry. Can't really get in here and help. And Epoxy's base gets surrounded now by the Eldar and Chaos. Asks for help. Not possible. Who would help you? Lich and Punisher are on the other end of the map. You're all by yourself now. Poor Epoxy. What a huge mass of heretics in here. My lord. Unstoppable force. Punisher and Lich on the other side slowly also advancing towards angkorwat's base. Superman's base is down here. At least this spawning position he rebuilt on the other side. Well, for now there's no match for this heretic force in here. Punisher's infantry would get defeated in a few seconds if he tries to go there. I can't even imagine what he would need to produce to train in order to stop this amount of heretics. They're very well combined, all sorts of unit types in here, anti-everything. Lots of dreadnoughts perhaps. And a well-cast orbital, of course. Epoxy's base is down. Lich about to lose his machine cult. He rebuilds a bit in Punisher's base. Punisher didn't build a listening post here. Very weird. Has an LP3 but does not have LP2 on this one. Still, Punisher having some problems on grasping how economy works in this game. He doesn't really upgrade economy properly in both 1v1s and team games. At least not all the time. Sometimes he simply gives up on properly upgrading it. Team XT now will try and defend this position on angkorwat's spawning position. This base looks like Epoxy is out. That's right. He lost all the buildings. And now Punisher with Lich left. 2 versus 3. Well, I don't see how they can stop this mass of heretics and Eldar here. Easy hold for Team XT. They will fight back Punisher, no doubt. They are badly outnumbered. Only Punisher, in fact. Lich doesn't have anything left here. Well, a very nice orbital at least, cast by Punisher into that Eldar base. Kills a lot of vehicles and infantry and even destroys buildings. One of the best orbitals so far in all these games. What a slaughter, oh man, I did not expect these games to be that good. Definitely not one-sided also. A lot of back and forth. Now it's getting one-sided, of course. Punisher lost everything. That's about it. From the other end, Superman slowly advancing towards Punisher's base, where also Lich built his stronghold, rebuilt it.
I understand more than you could possibly know.
Lich casting Orbital. It gets cancelled again. Oh no, not cancelled now, and well cast. Superman doesn't even look there. Might lose most of his infantry and those platforms. Even the Terminators jump in. Yeah, the Assault Terminator squad is the close combat one, which can kill demons and even stun. Well, these Terminators are good at destroying anything. Team XT with a crazy comeback after that initial fight into Superman's base. Chaos Predator also seem more powerful, similar to Space Marine Predators. Yeah, almost identical. Time for the Bloodthirster to summon in here in the middle of the battle. Hugely outnumbered now, Punisher alone trying to hold. Well, should have given up by now. While one guy and angkorwat slowly clean the map, Superman is taking care of the enemy bases. A very fun game indeed. Probably a pain though to play on this map, it's so messed up with all this terrain and high grounds. Not sure if units can jump on these walls. Probably can't. Yeah, what can I say? Vanilla team games were fun. A lot more fun, you could even say, than 1v1s, but not as competitive. So yeah, these games were played one after the other on Mortalis, and then this map, forgot the map's name, sadly, what I show. angkorwat basically untouched this game. I mean, he got hit a bit by Punisher, but for the most game he felt perfectly fine. Even if he was... No, he wasn't on the edge, he was in the middle. Superman suffered for him. And so he manages to kill 241 units. As well as gather most resources. And have the best tech as well as reinforced units. Yeah, his army was the biggest in the end. Well done, guys. And yet another clash between these two teams, Team Extreme and Team XT. Angkorwat and Superman, Chaos and Space Marines versus Punisher Space Marines and Epoxy Space Marines on Saint Square. Now I know this map name. It's a lot more popular. No generator from any player yet. No generator opening, they will play aggressively. Superman scouting, rushing with scouts. Rushing Punisher.
At your command.
Early game scout harass was much more powerful in vanilla. It seems scouts were stronger. At least a lot of people complained about the scouts.
At your command. Scouts here. At your command.
They had higher damage to everything, probably.
Scouts ready. At your command. Scouts here.
Might not seem like a big problem in mirrors, but in other matchups, scouts were a pain. Action begins from the very first minute, as we can see. No such thing as generators at the start. No fast tier 2s and that sort of thing.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Punisher even gives up on his strategic point. He sends the scouts into his allies' base to help him. Although it wasn't really necessary, he's safe now. Okay, he has another scout at home to get that point. They took this one and then getting this. Well, if you make this huge amount of scouts, of course you have to upgrade them with snipers. Only one LP placed by Superman, very slow with economy. He tried to build this, I'm not sure if he finished it. Did he finish? No idea. A well-grouped attack in here by Team XT, trying to take down Epoxy's barracks. Punisher is not in position to help his ally yet. Trying to flank him from here. He goes in with a bunch of scouts. He cannot equip sniper rifles yet. I guess he'll need armory for that. This heavy cover is such a pain. I'm not sure if you have them on the other bases. Yeah, there are some in the other bases as well. This one is most noticeable though. If a bunch of opponents get in there, it's difficult to get them out. Punisher's Force Commander and Superman's Force Commander just killed each other in close combat. Chaos Lord full HP and Epoxy's commander left. I guess not for much longer. About to die. Should have fought the Chaos Lord, there was no escape, there's no escaping the Chaos Lord. If he slows you down, just fight him. You cannot escape. Unless your hero is attached to a squad. You might have a chance to escape, but still 50-50 I guess. What a huge mass of raw tier 1 infantry. Black and pink marines for Team Extreme. Red chaos marines and white blue marines for Team XT. Will they manage to hold? Apparently they're getting outnumbered in here. Intense for now. Superman manages to build his listening posts, at least a few of them. Punisher 170-46 income. Only 3 LPs up for Punisher. 4 points up for Epoxy. Well, if it's resource shared, not bad.
6 minutes until taking hold victory.
Battle rage is on here, and no sign of tier 2 for any of the players yet. Angkorwat builds the armory. Somehow he survived. Adding the heavy bolters now, and this might turn the tide and help them push back the marines. Neither Epoxy nor Punisher can afford the armory now, they don't have power. Even if they build the armory, they probably won't have power for heavy weapons. The way to fight these bolters is to send in scouts in close combat into that Chaos Marine squad.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Do not allow them to shoot. DPS way too high.
5 minutes until taking hold victory.
Yeah, looks pretty much like Team Extreme domination right now. Not over, however. Superman is gathering forces slowly. Massing up a bit, probably waiting for the armory to get finished. And then go in, equip some heavy bolters maybe. Very good map vision though. Superman took all the critical locations. Well done. What a huge mass of marines. I haven't played team games in ages, but still I do not remember the games being so massed up in tier 1. So much tier 1 mass.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Yes, my lord.
Usually they'd be quite boring until tier 1.5, tier 2. Unless one of the teams decides to do a sort of all-in cheese or something. Superman now with flamers equipped and heavy bolters. Team Extreme wants to go back and defend. Is this even a good idea? Taking down the generator here and armory could have been great.
Ever vigilant. Ever vigilant. What's your order? Awaiting orders.
3 squads of tactical marines for Superman equipped with heavy bolters. That's some sick firepower. And I don't think Team Extreme can deal with them now. Not yet. Still no armory for Punisher. was finished for Epoxy. Does not have the weapons yet. I guess he struggles with resources. What a massive firepower here for Superman. However, he gets surrounded in a bad position now, could lose a lot of Marines, and he is outnumbered. Chaos equipping those grenade launchers on the cultists, trying to help Superman here. Epoxy taking care of this taken hold, decapping the critical locations. Good thing he didn't forget. Yeah, insane aggression early. Epoxy decides to equip flamers instead of heavy bolters. Well, if he manages to get close to enemy marines, it's a good idea. No chapel barracks for Chaos. Or did he rebuild? Oh, he rebuilt it in the right, close to the relic. So intense, still not sure who is winning this. Epoxy trying to take down that Chaos base here. And Punisher disturbing slowly Superman on this side. Sometimes it's hard to focus on which side should you go, where to fight. If they could surround Epoxy in here, lock him in there. Not really possible to lock since he can run in 4 directions. Looks like Team XT will try anyway, and Epoxy is in a bad position. Surrounded by heavy bolters, grenade launchers, assault marines. Has to run away. No way he can fight this bunch of heretics and marines alone. Has to group together with Punisher. Still tier 1 for Punisher, tier 2 for Epoxy. Not sure about Chaos, probably still tier 1. And also tier 1 for Superman. Only Epoxy hits tier 2. Another fight. What a huge fight. By the look of it, Team Extreme is winning this one. Both Punisher and Epoxy are here fighting pink and black marines. Holding well, Punisher hitting tier 2 and adding plasma to the tactical marines. Scouts equipped with sniper rifles now. Getting way too close though. Should keep a big distance. And no, Superman and angkorwat managed to fight back Team Extreme here. So close though. What a close fight. I'd be annoyed and disturbed if I was playing this one. I hate this map.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Good hold, a good hold right here for XT. They managed to kill most of the enemy units. Epoxy has a few left. Punisher lost everything almost. 2 squads almost dying in there. And a force commander on half HP. Much more in numbers for Team XT. Assault Marines, 2 squads, Raptors, Space Marines, 2 Chaos Marine squads, and Cultists.
How can I serve?
Some float for Chaos. Yeah, I bet they are confused. They are not sure where to attack. They keep chasing Epoxy. Chaos sending his units towards Punisher's base. A good decision, I guess. He hits tier 2 and builds the machine pit. Also notice the lack of rhinos in these games. In vanilla it took a lot more time for infantry to get inside the rhino, and there was only one spot for only one squad inside the rhinos. They were a bit more balanced, but players were thinking it's not worth producing rhinos. Maybe it really wasn't worth it. Another huge fight here in the middle, I guess the decisive one. A tier 2 fight this time. Most of the players tier 2 now. Both Epoxy and Punisher having plasma guns. However, plasma has a shorter range compared to heavy bolters. There's a mix of plasma and heavy bolters for Superman and angkorwat, as well as assault marines and raptors, which can tie up squads in close combat. Bad attempt in here to engage, not organized. Machine cult placed for Superman also. Who will get those vehicles out first? I guess that will be Team XT. Team Extreme doesn't even have the machine cults placed yet. It's been finished long ago for Chaos. Librarian is here for Epoxy, enables the Word of the Emperor ability. And Epoxy's Marines will refuse to die for some time in this fight. Good ability when to be used when you engage. One of the best Space Marine abilities, along with Orbital, of course. The ability ends, however, and Epoxy has to retreat. Still very close game right here. Now Chaos better shouldn't fight the Marines if they sit in the cover. Oh, a Defiler is coming. And anyways, Team XT has got the numbers in here, the Defiler is coming, and I guess that's it. Only Force Commander left for Punisher. What a game, whoa. Finally, GG, Epoxy and Punisher are dead men. Can't really recover after this, they lost everything. Yeah, I bet all the players made mistakes, but who doesn't? Still a good game, very close until the end. That's it. What a slaughter between these two teams. Good show. Well done. Well played. Again, angkorwat on top on this score. Yeah, XT team killed a bit more infantry, but it was very close overall. All players killing over 100 units. On resources, Team XT was a bit on higher, 1000 more for requisition, and 1500 more on power. So Team XT ending up winning this fun best of 3, if we may name it so. They win a 3v3 game, a 2v2 game, while Team XT wins the first game on Mortalis. That's it, guys, with this team games and free-for-all video for vanilla. I'm not sure if I will be doing more of this. However, there will be a bunch of more of 1v1 videos, so stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, leave your feedback below, and I'll see you next time. Thank you all for watching.